At 26, everyone said she had everything. Her beauty turned heads before she ever spoke. Her strength was quiet, but certain, the kind that made people say, "She'll be fine." She always is. And for a long time, she believed them. She believed her looks would open doors. She believed her intelligence would keep them open. And she believed her youth would give her the time she needed to fix anything that broke along the way. It wasn't that God was absent from her life, he just felt unnecessary. She prayed when it felt polite, like a social obligation. She'd thank him when things worked out in her favor. But deep down, her real trust was in herself. Her mantra was simple: if I work hard enough, I'll make it. If I stay sharp, I won't fail. If I'm just careful enough, nothing will fall apart. And for a while, it worked. Opportunities came easily, almost falling into her lap. People favored her, drawn in by her charm and confidence. Mistakes were forgiven quickly, brushed aside as youthful errors. Even when she stumbled, it felt like life itself was there to catch her before she could ever truly fall. She called it confidence. She called it independence. What she didn't realize was that she was really calling it control. She was the captain of her own ship, the architect of her own destiny, or so she thought. Then, life began to shift. It was quiet at first, like the subtle turning of a season. The job she had been so sure she would get slipped away, given to someone else. The relationship she relied on, the one she thought was solid, ended without warning, leaving a gaping hole where there used to be certainty. Her body, once a source of boundless energy, began to feel heavy, weighed down by an exhaustion she just couldn't explain or sleep away. For the very first time, her beauty couldn't negotiate peace. Her strength couldn't lift the invisible weight she was carrying on her shoulders. Her confidence couldn't explain the profound emptiness she felt inside. So she did the only thing she knew how to do. She tried harder. She poured more effort into everything. She made more plans, more lists, more strategies. She tried to self-motivate, pushing herself with affirmations and sheer willpower. But the harder she pushed, the weaker she felt. It was like running in quicksand. The more she struggled, the faster she sank. One night, alone in her room, the world outside silent, she stared at her reflection in the mirror. But this time, she didn't see the confident, capable woman everyone else saw. She didn't see pride. She saw fear. A raw, genuine fear that she had never allowed herself to feel before. In a voice barely above a whisper, she said the words she had been running from. "I, Dan T, know how to fix this." That one sentence, that simple admission of defeat, broke something open inside her. Because for the first time, she wasn't pretending anymore. She wasn't performing. She came to God not with polished, well-rehearsed words or empty promises of being better. She came with nothing. Absolutely nothing. No strength to offer. No beauty to lean on. No 5-step plan to present for his approval. All she had was surrender. Her prayer was simple, desperate, and real. God, if you don't carry me, I won't make it. And in that moment of complete surrender, something changed. Not around her, but within her. The world didn't instantly become easy. The problems didn't magically disappear overnight, but her life, which had felt like a ship tossed in a storm, suddenly felt anchored. She started to learn what trust really meant. It wasn't about believing that God would do what she wanted when she wanted it. Real trust, she discovered, was about placing her entire weight on Him when she no longer had the strength to stand on her own. She learned that beauty fades, that strength fluctuates, and that youth is a fragile, fleeting gift. But God remains steady, a constant anchor when everything else in life shifts and changes. Slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, peace began to replace panic. A sense of direction started to cut through the fog of confusion, and a deep, abiding purpose began to replace the frantic, exhausting striving. She stopped trying to lead her own life and started learning how to follow it. And for the first time, she wasn't exhausted from the relentless pressure of pretending to be enough. She was finally free because she finally understood the truth. God doesn't ask for your excess, your leftovers, or the parts of you that are already strong. He asks for your all, not because He wants to take something from you, but because He knows that anything less, anything you hold back for yourself, will always, eventually, fail you. And the woman who once trusted only in herself became stronger than she had ever been. Not because she finally gained more control, but because she finally, truly let it go. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more.